It's the Year of Shame Challenge.
Hello and welcome to episode 10 of the Year of Shame Challenge 2017. We are in November. We have, 5-6 weeks left until we can go fuck Year of Shame. I'm your host this week, or this month, Steve away, and joining me as ever is Derek, as we found out this evening, to Broadband Connection McRoberts. And you'll be all pleased to know, Trevor.
Yes,
he's back.
I'm
How you doing,
grand.
Trevor?
I am fine.
Would you care to let our listeners know how things have been going? What's happened to you? Because most of us will know you had a little fall.
Okay, then.
Would you care to elaborate?
Yeah, I'll elaborate. I mean, fuck it. Everyone in the village knows what happened to me. Fucking hell. So, now, this is the fucking weird thing. Now, see, this just sounds weird to me. So, when I went to the Queen Vic, the QE2 Queen Vic pubs on my head. So, when I went to QE2, they gave me 100 of those tablets, right? Which sounds a bit overkill. And apparently, what I'd done was I'd accidentally...
You took them all?
No. I only took 14, but I did take 14 probably within the first 24 hours. So the reason I wasn't very well at the party that evening is because my liver and kidneys had shut down, and by the time I got to the hospital on Tuesday, I was a little bit poorly. So they panicked and sent me to the specialist in Dublin because they thought I might not make it till the end of the week. I thought, fuck you, don't know me. But funny story, yeah, it was that serious. They because they had to stick a catheter in. Now I have to admit that is a fucking evil thing. But imagine your kidneys and liver had been blocked since Tuesday. The student doctor forgot to put it in the bag properly, so all he had was the empty tube. So basically 4 days of what I can only describe as bright brown and orange urine pissed all over him, which made me quite amused. But not amused because I had to have this thing stuck in my cock for the next 2 weeks. But I'm getting better. I'm taking the doctor seriously, which is why I do have my period juice of cranberry and my special apple juice by Bulmers, who is a local company, because clearly I'm not giving up alcohol no matter what the fucker says. So yeah, I'm all right. But I'm not drinking pints of Jack Daniels and Coke. I'm not completely fucking mental. I'm going to work my way back up to that, my sporting career.
Give it a few months.
I'm an Olympic athlete. I've got to work my way back into it slowly. And your liver does repair itself.
Unfortunately, Linton isn't with us this month. He has the flu. He was going to join us, but he went back to bed. So get well soon, right. Lint. Hopefully we need you on for the last show. You've got to be on next month because you're bloody hosting it. No, seriously, get well soon, Lint, and just sit back and listen to this episode when you get the chance. So. Thoughts and feelings, lads. We are in the back end of November. We have a month and a week to go. How are you feeling? I'll start with you, Trev, because we've not heard you for a while, and people just want to be listening to that the sultry tones of
I am
Mr.
doing
Phillips.
well. I have bought fuck all. I have no gift. I haven't purchased anything. I've cleared some titles off the list. May have gone back to a regular title again, just so as I can go through the companions. That's what I'm doing it for. So yeah, I'm quite happy now. I know. And you can fuck Black Friday, so I don't give a fuck what special offers are on.
I was going to ask you whether you were tempted by any of those.
It's a made-up fucking sale based on Thanksgiving. When the Pilgrims, when basically the British arrived in the US and then started the mass slaughtering of the native population. But hey, let's have a holiday and Black Friday bullshit. I've looked at my Amazon. All it is Trevor, based on your fucking profile, I don't know whose profile it is. These are all on special offer. There was like women's products. I'm thinking, one, why would I buy that? Two, just because you slashed it by 60%, I'm still not interested. So no, bar humbug, all fucking sales, because they're made for monkeys and sheep who follow the crowd.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have done some of that research earlier on in the year to do with men's...
the tenor pants, yes.
Panty liners, yeah.
They didn't send me any tenor pants special offers. I might have been in for that. Well, other men who had colostomy bags also bought this. Oh, yeah.
Well, as for myself, it's we're almost there. I'm starting to look at games. I was tempted by a couple of offers yesterday, which Wipeout Omega Collection was down to £13, and I would have gone for that last year. But no, staying strong, quite happy about the challenge. And as we know, we've got Euroshames 2018 in the sidelines.
Getting their stretches going, limbering up.
Fucking idiots.
For any of you listening out there, they've got their Twitters up, YoS Challenge 6, I think, and the Facebook group's up, YoS Challenge 2018 Year 6 or something. It's a very similar format to ours. Make sure you have a look in their direction.
Or you could search it like any other fucking normal person could.
You could search it like any... Yeah, you actually use Google for a change. So for me, it's getting to the end. I'm actually looking forward to it. Yeah.
Pretty much the same. Yeah, some of the deals have piqued my interest. Obviously, there are some of the titles that I've got from the course of this year that appeared on pretty decent sales. But like Trev, it's kind of, well, do you know what? It'll be the same price come January anyway, so I'm not overly fussed. Don't get me wrong, tech and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, you can usually find yourself a good deal if you hunt around on Black Friday. But for games, yeah, I'm happy to wait to January. I'm at the cruising part now. I know where I am. I know where we're going, and I'm quite comfortable.
Noticed you've been hammering your pile,
destroyed that,
whittling it down quite well. So I'm not really going to have completed much this year. Trev's gone balls deep all the way through. Nothing bought, nothing gifted, and you've just knocked off your pile, and I've nothing for me. So, and anyone else got anything to discuss? Thoughts and feelings wise? No. Nothing?
No, that's it. Just looking forward to the end, to be honest.
No. So what do we normally do next? What we've missed! Yes! Trevor.
Well, there's not a lot of a list, actually.
Go on.
Call of Duty, World War II. It's just put out the same shit. The Americans came and obviously won the Second World War for us.
Yep, nice of them. Yep.
That was originally going to be my gift, but then dropped on Destiny 2, so I'll wait till...
I think Destiny 2 is a better call than Call of Duty.
Yeah. I think you're right. I've gone back and played Call of Duty 2 and 3, and not really, that's kind of sated my World War II shooties, so... Yep.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this one. GU last recode, unless it's some sort of fucking problem with the website I looked at. PS4 and PC, couldn't find anything about it. Not even interested. Clearly, you don't know what I'm...
No, I think it's a JRPG type thing.
Yeah, actually, but that's sort of fucking title. Yeah. I think it's got a dot hack at the front of it.
Dot hack.
Sonic
Yes, it's a JRPG.
Sonic Forces on everything. Also on the Switch, so it's obviously a kid's game, so no, not interested in that. Oh, of course, the next one I'd be interested in is Mario Party, the top 100. No, that can do one.
That's the Switch game, isn't it?
Well, it didn't say it was on the Switch. No, it said it was on PS4, Xbox One and PC. It's probably a Switch version somewhere. I'll give Colin a call, see if he's bought.
Mario Party on PS4? I'm thinking that's going to be a Switch game.
Yeah, that's what it said.
Yeah.
This is a cut and paste from a reputable... Well, I say reputable.
Oh, that's okay, yeah.
Fucking hell. Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 on everything. No. Nah.
Oh, back in the day when I was a trophy whore, I probably would have gone for that. Just because they're easy platinums and whatever, so... But no, not bothered.
Star Wars Battlefront 2.
God.
What was that out this month?
Yes, that was.
I never would have guessed the amount of shit people going on about loot boxes.
Really? I wasn't aware of the loot box problem, apart from every other...
Does it have loot
boxes? It has loot
boxes,
and apparently it'll take you 2,000 hours and $4,000 to get everything. And yeah, well, state of play, and the Belgian government are looking at it now. Yeah, I'll take it serious now. The Belgians.
Oh, it's not just the Belgians. Hawaii's looking at it. You've got the Australians are looking at it as well. So yeah, it's literally every area of the world is currently looking as to whether these are gambling or not, and whether they should be banned or regulated.
Everywhere in the world, Hawaii and Belgium.
No, well, every area of the world, because you've got Hawaii for the US, for the States, and then you've got Belgium for Europe.
If they make the loot boxes beige, the Belgians will love it. Like, oh yeah, that's good.
Are you saying they're quite neutral and boring?
How does a company that makes...
Well, that's just alienated our Belgian
We've
listeners.
got a Belgian listener. No, he's out drinking Belgian beer, which is the only thing they really make. And apart from that, everything else is fucking beige. Maybe that's because they drink too much beer. Anyway. Oh, there, come on. 10 minutes in, I've got to insult someone. The Sims 4, PS4 and PC.
See, I did see that. Yeah, I did. No, I didn't see it as in, oh, wow, I want to buy that. I saw that at the store today, and I was like, fucking hell, is that still going? I can't believe it's still going out there.
I've played Sims games.
I played the original Sims.
It was all right.
But, yeah, I haven't touched it ever since. So, no.
It was okay if you managed to block them in the house and watch the house burn whilst they were in it. That was the only fun I ever had out of the game.
Yeah, I have heard lots of stories of people and how they've gone about killing their Sims. So yeah, some of them are quite ingenious and reveal more about the person playing than anything else, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm a bit of an arsonist.
Yeah, it's the ones that come around with stories about how they've incestualised their family in The Sims, where they're making their own brother's granddaughter,
ones,
whatever.
Like, for example, that move into a house that's already occupied by a husband and wife, kill off the husband, bury him under the house, and then live in the house while his ghost's wandering about. I swear to God, there's all sorts of shit going on there. Check it out. Some of it's fucking wacky.
Is that Sims? That's Sims the Fritzl expansion.
They've got a basement under the ground. You can brick them in.
Come have a look at my sex dungeon.
Or the guy that waited until his sim went into the swimming pool and removed the stairs so it can never get back out. Stuff like that. It's just.
Yeah. I think we've all done that. Oh fucking hell! An alarm. Yeah, that was to tell me it's time to do my exercises. But
time for cider.
Yeah, fucking yeah. Have another sip?
Sorry, apple juice. Yes, apple
just says I can have another sip.
That's an exercise. That's you raising your shoulder as much as you can.
Yeah, that's the fucking hell. Yeah, I'll use my left hand. It's good for wanking because it does feel like it is somebody else now, and it's a bit more painful. Okay, the last one on my list, Steve, is Little Witch Academia Chamber of Time PS4.
I'm guessing that's another Japanese RPG type thing, but
yeah, I couldn't be bothered to look at it. Let's say it's naked girls running around pretending to be witches and some sort of overt lesbian action. Yeah, I'd have bought that then. You've sold it to me, and that's it. That is all that's on the list. I heard so many people saying, "Oh, there's so much out in November." Now there's fuck all out in November. Well, actually, there's fuck all out in November on the main consoles. Switch, yeah, there could be lots of kids' games out for what I know. Oh, there is. Isn't Doom out on?
Doom on the Switch. Oh yeah, Doom's out on the Switch.
Yeah.
Yep. Skyrim VR. LA Noire re thingy this month.
Skyrim on the Switch, but we don't want to talk about that because it's obviously a kids' game then.
Yeah.
No, don't. Hey, you seen my Twitch fucking Twitter feed with fucking arseholes saying, "Oh, I've got fuck you." I don't know, man. Pete got Skyrim VR. I asked him what it was like, but he hasn't come back to me yet. Not that Pete, the other Pete. Another Pete.
I've heard some good...
What are the Petes?
I have heard some good things about it, but I've heard that it can also cause quite serious vomit-inducing, should we say?
Is it Skyrim VR or Skyrim Switch?
Skyrim VR.
Right. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, not my thing. No, I couldn't find anything extra this month. You say... It's a month. You've got a month where nothing I can find extras out unless it's a 3DS game.
The only other thing I can think of is the Impatient. Was that not released? The guys that did Until Dawn. Did that not come out this month?
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
It's not on the list, so no, it did not come out this month. Here's the list. Not on the list. Doesn't exist. But I do have a couple of things on the list because I know you mentioned them. So obviously, something I would have purchased in the last couple of months would have been Dishonored, Death of the Outsider.
Oh yeah.
And obviously, I've been hearing so much good stuff about Assassin's Creed Origins. I might have dropped on that because it's got a horse in it, and that's obviously the crushing thing and side missions. Fucking hell.
Is that this month? Is Assassin's Creed Origins this month?
No. There was. I think we were involved in a conversation on Facebook about how
It's not The Witcher.
Assassin's Creed Origin is like Witcher 3. I thought, really? It's no fucking way. It's got a horse in it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Skyrim's got a horse in it.
So's Red Dead Redemption.
Redemption.
Metal Gear
That isn't
Solid?
Skyrim
Metal Gear
or
Solid,
Witcher thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not. I just don't like Assassin's Creed. I don't know how. I don't care how good people are saying this one is. Still won't fucking buy it.
So does G1 Jockey.
It's
It
got a
doesn't
horse
make
in
it
it.
fucking The Witcher.
And given that everyone complained about the horse in The Witcher, what's the horse's name?
Roach.
Can't remember now. It's something
Yeah.
Roach, that's right. I knew it was saying. Everyone complained about that horse. I'm thinking, yeah, okay.
He is still a dumbass.
It's still Assassin's
He
Creed.
is still a dumbass, I have to say.
He's fine. He's fine.
He's dumb as a brick.
Well, he doesn't follow the fucking path. He runs up the walls.
I don't use him, so fuck it.
No, neither do I.
Just run everywhere and kill him.
And that was it. That was the only other things I think I missed. Yeah, that you mentioned.
So nothing.
Yeah, Dishonored. That'll be a January sale purchase.
Yeah,
that'll be about 5 hours.
Wolfenstein New Colossus this month? Was that last month? Was that tail end of October?
I think it was last month.
I think it was the tail end of October.
Because I'm sure we mentioned it last month.
Yes, we might. Yes, we did. We did. And that's already down to 20 quid in most places. Evil Within as well. Fucking
It's
hell.
crazy, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, I've heard a lot of good things about Wolfenstein 2, so
That's
it's definitely one
not
I'll be
even a
keeping an
Black
eye on.
Friday deal. That's just
No, that's just in general.
fuck's sake. Mind you, both two Bethesda games, very low price. So I would say Dishonored 2 coming in at a good price after the new year. You're probably looking at a Game of the Year type package there, Trev. I think you'll be golden.
Yeah.
Do you have Dishonored 2?
Do I have Dishonored
can't-
2? What sort of fucking stupid
means
question
yes,
is that?
yeah.
Of course I
Alright,
have Dishonored
I wasn't
2.
sure whether...
I almost platinumed it, but there's one of the
Oh, the
fucking
time
last bits I
travel
can't
thing.
platinum.
Yeah. No, I just couldn't remember whether you had it this... I thought it came out this year.
It's got Bethesda on it. Of course I've got it.
So, that's what we've missed this month. Not really an exciting month, unless
Not a
you
lot.
want to bitch about loot boxes. Is it Pile Progress now, isn't it? I can't remember.
It is,
This is what
yeah.
happens when I don't write down what we're doing. Even though it's the 11th episode we've done, still don't know what we're doing. So, I've noticed this month, Derek, the spreadsheet seems to have been pinging away quite a lot. You've put mentions that you've knocked a lot off your list. How has your Pile Progress been going this month?
Funnily enough, it was spurred on from the conversation we had last month about how I haven't paid that much attention to the spreadsheet or to clearing off any games.
Yep.
So I went, do you know what? I'm going to switch it around this month and I'm going to try and clear as many of the backlog off as I possibly can. So I did a Matt Moore. I gave every game that I had in my PS Plus folder 20 minutes and deleted what I didn't enjoy or what didn't grab me. I think the only one I actually put more than 20 minutes into was Lumo. I don't know if any of you have played that. Is that one with the little wizard?
Colours?
No, it's the one with the little wizard, and it's like an isometric thing. It's a puzzler. And I played that for probably about an hour and a half. My son sat next to me saying, "Dad, why are you still playing this? It's shit." And I'm like, I know, but I want to find something interesting. All the puzzles were really straightforward and easy, and I got to a point where it was like an ice level, and you're sliding about, put a new mechanic in, and I was like, do you know what? I can't be fucking arsed with this, so it got deleted as well. So yeah, there's I was saying didn't think I was going to hit my target. Yeah, I've kind of smashed it now. I now have 110 games left on my pile of shame. That's from starting with 411 this year. So I've eliminated nearly 300 games from my pile of shame.
That's 75%-ish completion rate. Well, not completion rate, but
69.67593.
69. I'll leave it at that. Leave it at 69.
Yeah. A bit of 69 is always good. I'm still playing through quite a lot of games, so I fired up The Witcher 3 again, which is why I knew the name Roach straight away, because I never completed it on Death March. the hardest difficulty. So
yes,
I
I saw your little video.
I'll give it a batter. Yeah, getting kicked by some wolves at the very start. It's like, yeah, great. What a great start this is. But I've finally got into the swing of it and really got used to the rhythm of the combat. So I've actually progressed quite well. I'm about 25 hours in and about level 12 now. So I'm progressing steadily towards finishing that. So I think I'll have that done by the end of the year. But it might be the only game further that I will complete, to be honest. So
is that just the base edition? Are you doing any of the expansions?
Oh no, it's all of it.
You're doing
all of it. Yeah. I'm going to play through all of it on Death March just because, well, I can. So yeah,
braver than me.
It's not actually as bad as you would think. I thought it was going to be really fucking nails, but do you know what? Once you upgrade your shield ability, your Quen ability, you have that on. It'll always take a hit and just keep dodging like a dumbass until you can put your shield back up. So yeah, it does work.
I think I have started it on Death March at one time because that would be the stupid thing I'd have done. I can't think why I stopped doing it.
But I'm thoroughly enjoying it again. Still, I fully see why I still love that game.
Yeah,
because it's just such an amazing.
Because it's not Assassin's fucking Creed, and it's got a horse in it.
Plus,
and real side missions.
Well, the last time I played it was before the patch and the 4K texture upgrade.
All right.
The enhanced textures for the PS Pro. So playing it now, it really has taken my breath away how beautiful that game is, even after all this time.
I forgot you had a Pro today.
Yeah, so it's good. Yeah, enjoying it.
I still need to do Blood and Wine and the other one. I've not done either of the two expansion packs for that.
Now, while we're talking about Pelican Progress, I do have to put an honourable mention out here for a South Park phone destroyer. Yeah, don't touch that. Don't touch a fucking barge pole. In fact, burn your phone if it's South Park Phone Destroyer.
Right.
It's their app game, the mobile game that they've released.
Right.
I started playing it and I thought, do you know what? This isn't too bad. It's very combat similar to like tower defense, but with abilities. So you set up. It's a card collecting game, and you summon other characters from South Park to fight for you, and they have like special abilities you can hit off after a certain period of time. And the aim of the game is to get to the main boss of that level and kill them with your characters. It's very straightforward, very simple. Problem is, it gets to a point in the story, and you have to play PvP to unlock the next section. Now, that was fine on the first one, because I managed to get through it quite easily, because I picked it up day one, got through it quite easily, and moved on to the next one. By the time I got to the next one, this game is so fucking rife with hackers and cheats, it's just disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. So it's trawling the forums, it's well known that this game is so easy to crack open, it's a joke. So trust me on this one, avoid it like the plague. It's a pile of shit.
Why do people do that? Why do people feel the need to cheat on something like that when it's not?
Because
it's not bragging rights. They can't just go, "Oh, look what I've done! I've cheated on this to hell, and now I'm so good, I'm top of the leaderboard." But it's worthless. It's absolutely worthless. You can't put it on your CV.
No, you can't, obviously. But at the end of the day, if someone wants to play that game, it's now ruined by all the fucking cheats. That's the thing. So, yeah.
It's all shit.
They do it on PUBG as well, don't they?
Yeah.
You get a lot of people hack that.
Yeah. It's just
which,
pathetic. Pathetic low life.
There's cunts all over the place.
Fuck it. It got deleted.
Right. So. But we'll not be uploading that to my phone anytime soon then. Anything else?
No, that's pretty much me.
You knocked a lot off this month then.
Yeah, exactly. I've just been slaughtering games left, right, and centre.
Trevor, what about you? What have you? I've seen you play a couple of games this month.
Have you?
I noticed you playing Diablo 3 earlier
on. Yes. Well, I tell you what, I'm not good. It's like I want to play something, and then I noticed that there's a little update. So, look, squirrel. I'll have a look what the update was. I don't know why I do this. I deleted all of my characters that weren't level 70 and decided to restart again and play through the game all at the same sort of level. So I picked that up. I also started, what's the one where the if you get killed, it's end of game.
Hardcore mode. Hardcore.
Yeah, started hardcore mode with a necromancer several times now. So I'm just... I've actually got through, I think, the first act in hardcore mode after I learnt my lessons with the others, thinking, fucking hell, why would anyone do this? But I quite like that. Yeah, so I went back to Diablo for a little bit, for a refresher, because I completed Metal Gear Solid, The Phantom Pain.
Yay.
Truly completed?
Well, yeah, I had to Google to see if I fucking completed it. I managed to... I got 3 sort of endings. I thought, that's okay then. But it just didn't make sense to me that it was finished. So I was still going around trying to do stuff because it says it wasn't, I don't know, it was about 60% complete. And I thought, this is just fucking shit. And I'd seen the credits, but then I'd been caught out with the first act with the credits. I think we spoke about that at EGX, where I rage quitted because I thought the fucking game had finished. And then the game does finish, and I don't fucking know the game's finished. I had to go on YouTube to go, oh, I finished this. Fuck this game. It's all like, okay, it's the last fucking one, but it's all up in the air at the end of it. You're thinking, oh, for fuck's sake, I have wasted my life on this fucking piece of shit. And when everyone's going to say, oh, Metal Gear Solid, this is a great game. It's not a fucking great game. It's misogynistic at the best. And fucking, I didn't even get to see the shower scene with Whisper anyway, or Choir. And then she just fucking walks off. I mean, what the fuck is that about? Okay, I'll go. Maybe I have to go find her again. And then that bullshit where you get side missions where you're just playing the mission you've already done before, but in a harder level. I thought, I'm not fucking doing this. This is just shit. So yeah, I completed that. Then I went and tried Bloodborne. Fuck that game as well. Fuck it to death. I gave it a good 30 minutes, and I couldn't even. I spent about a day trying to fucking get. I spent an hour just trying to get out of the fucking thing past a wolf and got fucking killed. And I thought, I've done better than this before. What the fuck? Why? If I have a gun, let me aim the fucking gun and shoot something. Don't just randomly shoot it in the end and someone said, oh, it's like a shield. Fuck, it's not like a shield. It's like a fucking gun. You point it and you shoot things with it. So no, fuck that game. That is deleted, and I can't think. I know I bought that because, do you know? I think Craig waxed lyrical about it. I thought, oh, Craig, I don't mind. Yeah, Craig must be right. No, fuck Craig as well. That game's a shit game. Never gonna play a Dark Souls game ever again in my fucking life. Not for me. Like Assassin's Creed is not for me. It's just not for me. Yeah, and then I went back to Fallout 4, because I know I fucking stand in that, and I restarted again because there was an update on that, and my save wouldn't work, so I went back and restarted, and now I'm working my way through getting all the companions, and I'm just working my way through Strong at the moment, who's another boring twat, Cosworth, boring twat, and that fucking dickhead Preston, Jesus Christ, I'd shoot him in the back of the head, he's a twat. But I've got Piper, and I'll go and get the interesting ones later. Oh, Paladin Vance, wanker, and I made the classic forgetting. Don't give the twat something heavy to use, thinking he's not going to suddenly pull out a fat boy when you least expect him to shoot something at point blank range while you're standing next to it. Twat. And I hadn't saved it. On survival mode, had to go back like 40 minutes and traipse all the way back to the same place again, thinking I'm giving up on this because I can't. So I restarted after that, and then I started again. So Fallout 4,
that's all right.
Great game.
Yeah, as long as you're still playing it.
I hear people are still. I see a few forums saying Fallout 5 will probably get some release date next year. I'm thinking,
bit quick.
No, it won't.
It might be.
Quick. You're talking.
I thought it'd be
it's a 5-year turnaround, boys.
A 4.5 might come out, like a new Vegas type thing, but I don't think it'll be a full-blown sequel coming out.
Now, I would like to see that. A new Obsidian-based Fallout would be very tasty.
Yeah.
Or a Fallout 1 or 2 remake where you actually have a fucking story that doesn't revolve around finding a member of your lost family again. Yeah, what you lost another member of family. What is it with people that lives in vaults that you can lose? You live in a vault They can't get out through the fucking door. How can you lose members of your family? It's supposed to be secure. Fucking put a padlock on the door. Anyway, I digress. That's about it. And I just dibble-dabbled. I did a bit the same with Derek. I went through my list of PSN Plus freebies and realised why they were given away free by Sony, because they were shit.
There's always a gem, though. That's the thing. You say that, but there is
the
always
odd one.
that
Oh,
diamond.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. I mean, what was the last?
Well, Worms came out this month.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Is it this month? Worms came out. I quite like that.
Oh, actually, funnily enough, I was saying that, because to step back, I did actually pick up and play Skyforce as well.
It's good.
Steve, as you noticed. I sunk a lot of time into that.
It's
really
very
good game.
addictive. And it's very, even though the levels are very repetitive, you just find yourself, God, I just need a few more coins to buy this upgrade. God, I need to do this challenge.
That's the beauty of them being repetitive, is you can memorise the sequence, and that's how you get through it, picking up everyone, rescuing all the hostages, killing all the enemies, not getting hit. What's the other one? There's like 4...
There's killing all the enemies, rescuing all the hostages, getting through without damage, and...
There's 4, but I can't remember what the 4th is. But yeah. It's memorising those patterns, and it takes me so much back to the days of Swiv.
It's usually a score limit you have to reach, I think.
Yeah. So Swiv and all those sort of scrolling shooters that I used to play back in the day. It does, it reminds me a lot of my childhood, sitting playing on the Amiga and things.
It's cross-save with the Vita as well. So
yes, I did notice that. Yeah.
That was really good, because I could just take it upstairs and not have to remote play it, just play it straight on the Vita.
I'll say, Trev, it's worth a punt, mate. It is a really good game. It's a lot of fun and dead simple.
And there's leaderboards.
I know.
There's leaderboards.
I think Colin's been playing it till 4 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Fucking hell.
Addict.
I'll have a look at that. He's an incontinent old twat. That's probably why. It saves him having to get up every hour and have a piss.
My pile of shame this month, or pile progress, it's going to be very quick, is next to fuck all. I didn't switch my PlayStation or Xbox on for nearly 3 weeks, because I had not funk or anything. I took my my nephew to a Warhammer Age of Sigmar kind of introductory event. So he was painting away, and I thought, fuck it, I need to get on with some of my models.
Fucked his life for the... There's another nephew fucked for the rest.
Fucked.
You did that deliberately for his parents.
Well, no, he was already into it. I didn't realise.
I'll buy you a starter set, and your parents
he
will
already
get
had
the
the
rest of
starter.
them later.
What,
£120?
He already had the starter set. I did buy him a set of 4 wizards while I was there. But no, I have basically been catching up on modelling, and did my Ironclad Dreadnought this month. Yeah.
Hey.
So that I'm currently working on a chaplain, company champion, and rest of my company command squad. So that's basically what I've been doing most of the month, is painting models and reading lots and watching films, because I blasted my way through Punisher in the space of 2 days. Oh, excellent, The Punisher.
Well, on Netflix.
Yes, on Netflix.
No, I'm all up to episode 5,
then.
so...
Oh, dude, it's awesome.
You missed the start. I even said to Derek that I think it's the best one of those Marvel Netflix.
It is.
Just because, one, he's a regular sort of guy who just fucking kills everyone. He does exactly what he says on the tin.
He punishes in the big way. So yes, it is good. So I blasted through that. I have been reading a lot of comics this month, watching a lot of films. One I watched today, if you've not caught it on Netflix, 6 Days. Really good.
Oh, yeah.
It's about the Iranian embassy siege in 1980.
Oh, right, yes, I've seen that.
It's got Mark Strong in it.
So.
It's not all kind of gung-ho. You think there's a lot of suspense building up to the last 20 minutes where they do the raid, and it's really good. Recommend watch. But I did actually switch my PS4 on beginning of last week, and I started playing something that I forgot was on my list that I didn't put it in. I started playing Deadpool.
Oh God, right, yeah.
Oh, I've got Deadpool.
I really enjoy it. It's the tonic I need.
It is quite funny.
It's very repetitive gameplay. The enemies aren't very kind of various. There's certain tropes there. but I love it. I've completed it once. I'm currently going through it on the hard mode because I quite like Deadpool. And I've been reading a lot of him recently, so it's just what I needed. Bit of hack and slash, bit of comedy. I'm hoping to platinum it. Yes, that's it. Not done much else. I've done fuck all. So, yeah, not really an interesting gaming month for me.
I did. Well, it's not a confession because I've always had them around somewhere. But I was doing some tidy up when I found I started set for my Elder. So I didn't start painting them. I just looked at them, and the wife just stared at me, thinking, "I'm not going to do anything with them. Then I'm not going to cause a mess." And anyway, my arm's broken, so I can't do anything. But I found those. They're actually downstairs in the front room now.
I'm about 2 squads into my Salamander's 3rd company. My plan is to do an entire company. That's about 150 odd miniatures in the end. Yeah. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, look at this. Don't you smirk at me, Derek. I find it very relaxing. I don't play the game. It's very relaxing painting.
Do you know what? I honestly can't talk. I don't play because I did it. Well, 20 years ago, but yeah, I did it as well. So yeah,
it's great. I have to say, this Dreadnought is probably the best miniature I've ever painted. It is fucking awesome, even if I say so myself. And I've never been that good. But I really like that, so yeah, quite proud of that.
I don't think I could play the game anymore because I haven't looked at the rules for at least...
they've just released...
20, 30 years.
They've just released the 8th edition rules. And they could have simplified them.
These kids are just fucking... they confuse me, but going, what the fuck are you doing that for? That's not what you do. Oh, right, then whatever. What are those dice for?
I was confusing them in the shop because... when I took my nephew in, it was basically because it was all Warhammer Age of Sigmar stuff. It was mainly aimed at kids. They were all kind of between 10 and 13-ish, like that age. So I just sat there reading my books, and I was reading my Horus Heresy. I've been going through my Horus Heresy books as well, so yeah, catching up on them. It's about 10 books behind. And I just pulled out one of the old... It wasn't Rogue Trader books, it was one of the... Trev might know this. It was an Imperial Armour book from Forge World, and I started reading it. Volume 4, the Amphelion Project, so it's all about Tyranids and stuff. And staff were giving me these weird looks. It's just like, what the fuck is this? And one of them comes up who'd actually played Rogue Trader. And he was just like, he must have been in the early 60s. And I just sat talking to him for an hour because, yeah, spraffing shit. Because none of the other staff knew about Rogue Trader and all of that kind of thing. So, yeah, feel like an old man there.
I had a similar experience in the Games Workshop in St Albans because the kids were talking to me. One of the guys was talking to me. You're right. There's old wizened guys with beards, and then there's these kids. So I told you I started Warhammer when I was a kid, when it was in the paper box, and it was Slans and the dwarves. And he looked at me like I was fucking mental. I said, actually, I've got a book. I'll bring it. And I bought the original hardback of Rogue Trader, and he looked straight through me like nutter. Old guy just looked at me and went, "Oh, the kids going, what the fuck is this?" I said, "This is the original. Don't touch." No, yeah. Well, listen, that's I have that. That's the sort of row when as midlife gamers, people look at you. The kids outside can obviously see the TV screen. They go, "Are you playing Call of Duty?" "No, I'm playing Fallout 4. And then some of the older ones going, "You play games? You're older than my dad." I'm thinking, go fuck yourself. Yeah, I bet your dad would love to play games, but he had kids and has to put up with you in the fucking house. You loudmouth twat. Anyway.
Yes.
I digress.
Yeah, so did I. So, yes, before we go into a full-on Warhammer podcast, we are about the year shame, so... Yeah. We did put a call out for some community questions.
It's technically a board game and a tabletop, so it's part of the community as well.
Yes, I suppose.
You do have a point. So yeah, community questions. So not a lot come in this month. Obviously, we were kind of late putting it out there, to be honest. But we do have a couple. So I'll start with the one from Adamski.
I have a question for at the end. Anyway,
all right, no, that's good. All right, so we've got an extra one then. That's good. Yeah. That's good. So Adamski asks, when does a hobby like video gaming become an obsession? And do any of you class yourselves as having an obsession, video gaming or otherwise? So I'll open the floor here to you, Trev.
Well, yeah.
Alcohol doesn't count.
Well, I guess I actually had the books my books are upstairs, so I guess when you play a game, I can tell you now. Okay, Fallout is probably a bit of an obsession where I can tell you it takes about 25 days to romance certain characters because I'll make a little spreadsheet about it just to work out and put it in the book, just so as I know if I'm doing well in another one, because all the others have dropped. Apart from McCready, it takes about 32 days, but then that's because in-game days, not real-time days, because you've got those missions in it. So yeah, I think you can get in games, and then I think, I say, you just talked about the Games Workshop fucking shit. Yeah, I used to be obsessed with that, collecting, especially when it was the metal ones and they came as individuals.
Yeah.
I've still got some individual metal ones knocking around the house somewhere. They're in a box. But yeah, I guess I can become a bit obsessive about Fallout 4. It has to be perfect. But not in this playthrough. In some of the earlier playthroughs, maybe. If I was going for the trophies, then things get a little bit obsessive. But, alcohol sort of dulls that for me. Smoking. The wife staring at me when I go mental because something has gone wrong. And it's only a game. It's not just a game. No. He's done it fucking wrong. He's not supposed to do that. I've got all this shit, and where the fuck has he fucked off to again? So yeah. Or, actually, when you take off your power armor and Piper gets in it and fucks off and leaves you in the shit. That's always a good one. You think, yeah, that's good. So yeah, you can become a bit obsessive. No, it's like any sort of hobby. It's like guys who fucking stand on platforms taking train fucking numbers, and I'll just sit there thinking, you need to get a life. But I guess for them, that floats their boat, and they probably look at me and go, why don't you get out a bit more and take train numbers instead of writing down stats for fictional characters that you're not shagging, but you've got some sort of bizarre fixation about? And what's with the Japanese girls you keep looking at on? Yeah, so yeah, I think they do. If you're not careful.
Dear. I think personally, I'd have to say, just looking at my Pile of Shame spreadsheet probably tells you my confirmation that I am obsessed with video games. To have a Pile of Shame of 411 games pretty much concludes that I'm a bit obsessed with my video games. Yeah, do you know what? I don't see it as any different from somebody that goes to the cinema every weekend. Goes to see the new movies that have come out. Or someone goes to see a band no matter where they're playing in the country. I don't see it as much different. Obsession just really is bred from the urge to experience it as much as possible. So yeah, I'd say I'm in the same boat as you when it comes to Bethesda games, but for the other, for me it's the Skyrim stuff, Elder Scrolls stuff. So I mean, played every single one of them. I've got books from Elder Scrolls, and I suppose my obsession isn't so much about the games themselves, but the lore behind it. Because the books, the hardback books that I've got on my shelf right now, are all the books you can find in game in Elder Scrolls. So I've actually got a copy of every single book that you can find in game on my shelf right now, from Oblivion, Skyrim, and Elder Scrolls Online.
Ooh,
so
nice.
Yeah, I think that's kind of my obsession with the whole the massive universe that they've created behind Skyrim, between Elder Scrolls. That's probably my biggest obsession in video games.
I think it's like that sort of hunter gatherer, where you just collect everything. I mean, I will, even now I'm replaying Fallout 4. I will still read the fucking terminals, even though I know what the fucking story is, just because I want to read. Oh yeah, the Wu family again. Yeah, we know. Oh yeah, they're called the Wu family. They think she's a red communist, and then she's going to be thinking, how many times have you read this terminal? Oh yeah. I remember that. Oh, what you've hit Convega early. Do you think that terminal will change? Trevor, you know that terminal changes because it's changed all the other fucking times you do it, but let's read it just in case it hasn't changed. Yeah, you becomes a bit obsessed. But I must admit, that thing about buying the books, I mean, I'll guarantee if Bethesda, if I don't know, the next Skyrim comes out, next Fallout, that will be a pre-order, and so will the hardback user's guide, even though I know I'm probably never going to read it. I might open it up every so often and scan some of the little bits and bobs so I can put them into my other little notebook so I can tick them off in my notebook instead of ruining the actual official guide. But that doesn't make it obsessive. That just means I like to collect shit, as my wife keeps telling me.
Sounds like a bit of an obsession.
Can I chuck? Can I chuck this? Can I chuck this old copy? I found these copies of 2000 AD and Judge Dredd. Can we just chuck those away?
No.
There's a reason why they lock. There's a reason why I lock them away from you, is so as you don't chuck things away. That's why there's a room upstairs you're not allowed to go in and clean, so that you don't touch anything in that room. Oh, but some of these things are dusty. Should I dust them? No, you do not dust anything, just in case.
It's part of its mystique.
Yes,
must have a dust intact.
It might be worth fuck all in the future.
Exactly. Well, what about you, Steve-O? Any obsession? When do you think a hobby becomes an obsession?
I don't know whether it's just me or that I have an naturally obsessive part of in my makeup, but usually when I get something new that even tweaks an interest in me, I just immerse myself into the whole thing. I mean, I was saying about me watching the Punisher series over the last couple of days. As soon as that finished, I went online and ordered 2 or 3 Punisher Max compendiums just to start reading through. And it's not because I wanted more Punisher, it's just because I wanted to immerse myself in it a lot more, and I seem to do that with anything that tweaks an interest. So gaming-wise, Final Fantasy is an obsession for me, just because I buy it. Could be shit, I'll still go out and buy something with Final Fantasy on. It's that compulsion to get it, even if it's bad. You just want that as part of your collection. So that side of it, yes, obsessive. My Warhammer, I don't play the fucking game, but I have every edition of the rulebook. Never read half of them. I could not tell you how to play the game now, but I've got the rules there. just to keep it, just so I've got it. Just so I've got the 8th. I bought codexes. I'm buying codexes for factions I don't play just to read up on the lore. And I think I just have.
But there's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong with that?
Wrong with that.
That's normal.
Do you know what? That's the funny thing, though, is you're now pretty much saying exactly the same as what I said and what Trev said, and it's all based on how immersive and how deep the games involve you, how much lore there is in it, how much how much of a persistent world that they've created. And I know Final Fantasy is kind of a bit different because it's sometimes it's Davies, sometimes it's somewhere else, but there's that consistency of a deep story with a backstory, history, lore that's involved in it. So I can relate.
But no, I can tell when I am starting to get obsessed about things when I spend more time thinking about it at work than I actually do anything else. I'm not saying it's not work. It's just when I'm constantly thinking about a subject, whether it be me painting models, whether it be me wanting to get home to get through another few levels of Fallout or something. I remember I got New Vegas. I didn't play it the first time round, but as soon as I picked up the Ultimate Edition, had all the DLC in, and as soon as I started playing then, I remember having several working from day homes and sick days on the trot, because all I could think about was New Vegas, what I was going to do in that, and it's not getting the trophies or anything, it's just, it takes over everything else. I think it's just my nature, it's just I'm quite an introverted person, and I want to know the lore, and I want to get deeper and become a nerd on subject.
It becomes obsessive when you find yourself ranting on a forum because some idiot has made some comment and you think that the synths in Fallout 4. Now there was an interesting one, and I do understand it, that the crows are also synths, because there is and I've actually went and looked on YouTube. There is a set of screens where the perspective of what's on the screens is too high to be anything. So but then someone said dog meat is a fucking synth, and I lost my fucking shit saying, whoa, where the fuck does that come from? Well, he must be a synth because he's just sitting there waiting for you. And how old is he? What do you mean, how old is he? He's older, but he was in the fucking Commonwealth before. He's come to the Commonwealth, he was in the capital city. He's the same fucking dog. And you even get a leader that he has something spiritual about him because Mama what's her name says something about it. I lost my fucking pieces. So yeah, I think that was a bit obsessive. And also you can meet Deacon before you meet him, because then there was a rant about, someone said, the order in which you can meet companions. And they came up with something shit, and I went, a second, that's wrong. Oh yeah, Piper's the third companion you can meet. So no, she's not. Actually, technically, she's the fifth. Well, how do you work that out? Well, you've got to meet Cosworth, then you've got that twat Preston, then obviously you've got Dogmeat, and you can pick up Vance, so she's technically the fucking fifth. Oh, but you don't have to pick up Dogmeat. Oh, fucking hell. What the fuck are you talking about? You've got to walk past Dogmeat on the way fucking back. So yeah, kids, don't argue with me. I'm an old man and I have no fucking tolerance for you. Go buy yourself a Switch and leave real games to real people and play your Mario, and don't start arguing with cantankerous old men whose profile clearly states this guy is not someone you want to talk to, and argue with him about Fallout, but you don't even know what Fallout 1 and 2 is because you think the game started at Fallout 3. You are fucking idiots. Anyway. So yeah, I think that makes it sometimes a bit obsessive.
Only other question that we've got for this month before Steve will interject with his own is, what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
African or European? Yay!
What?
I don't know that.
Fucking hell, ka-ching. There's Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Ka-ching.
Yeah.
The Knights of the Gunny.
Such a great film. Anyway, right,
Well,
Steve,
no.
we'll move on to your question then.
Well, funnily enough, I did actually Google that question, and someone has done a scientific study on this.
God.
And
Seriously?
Yeah.
Did someone get a fucking grant to do this? This is why we don't have a cure
I
for
don't know if
cancer.
it's a scientific study, but
people are
they've
fucking
worked it
working
all
out
out
shit.
mathematically, and it's just the average kind of swallow sizes, all this kind of thing, and then something to do with, let me just see, skip Struhal ratios, which is to do with the number of wing beats in a metre or something, or how long a wing beat takes. And they reckon that for a European swallow, unladen, that it is roughly 11 metres per second or 24 miles per hour. There you go. They've not done the African one. They only worked on the European one. Yeah. I'll put the link up in the podcast.
Please don't.
In the comments, if you care to.
I'll refer you to the previous question about obsession. You Googled.
I Googled it.
And someone made a study of it. These are the same pricks that work out that bumblebees can't fly because under engineering principles they are not aerodynamic enough and their wings aren't big enough for them to fly. Clearly they've never been fucking outside in their lives. And I bet tell you what, they've never seen a naked woman in real life.
Probably not. I have a question that I think we kind of touched on something similar. Was it last month, Derek? About how you were going through your list every month and trying to recall games that you wanted, that caught your eye through the year, and if you couldn't name them, they're off your list.
Yes.
Okay. We're coming to the end of our challenge soon.
We are.
We've got a month left. There is next to bugger all significant releases coming up in December. I think the only one that would have come close is the Horizon Dawn expansion, which we don't have the original for, so
kind of pointless. Yeah,
pointless. When it comes, first of all, do either of you think that this year is going to have changed your buying habits? Or are you going to January 1st just go, fuck it, challenge is over. Yes, we'll have a little splurge, but will you go back to your old ways after the challenge?
No.
No.
Simple answer. No, I won't go back to my old ways. It's foolhardy. I did have a tendency to go with the hype, and being able to resist that hype for this year, although admittedly forced to resist that hype for this year.
Mind you, we did all succumb to Destiny 2. There is that.
But that's you take it and leave it.
That was
it's
big.
Just
that
like,
was a big one.
It's like Monster Hunter World. There's hype around that. I've bought in already. I know that's coming out in January, so yeah, I'm good to go with that. But I mean, come on, I had 400 games on my list, mate. I mean, for God's sake, I need to change. So at the moment, I have a list of probably about 8 games from this year that I didn't get, that I still recall off the top of my head, which will allow me to buy them come January 1st. And I don't see myself changing to be back picking up every single thing that comes out. I might limit myself to maybe 1 game a month. I think that's what I'm going to aim for.
What about you, Trev? You've not jumped on the hype train of anything this year. I think Dishonored 2 was the only thing that's kind of not Dishonored 2, the death of the whatever you. That's the only thing you seem to have kind of had an interest for.
I think I will still. What was the other Bethesda game there? Pyre. See, that's how interesting.
Oh no, Prey.
Prey. Now. Prey. That's right. Okay. Why does it say Pyre?
I don't know.
I might get Prey because I guarantee it's probably fucking fixed now. Mm. So that might be, and I'll probably pick that up as a deal because it's not. Because I couldn't even remember what it's fucking called now because I was thinking of something else. I'll probably pick that up as a deal if I remember, and that'll probably be how it'll work for me now. I'll go on PSN Plus. I'll look at what the deals are. There'll be something, and I think, yeah, okay, that's good. But do you know what? This year, I might pick up Destiny 2, because I did quite like Destiny the first time round, but I'm not obsessive about it.
Right.
But apart from that, yeah, Dishonored. Of course, Soma Kagura Splash Babies. Yeah,
well, that's going to be the second part of my question. Yeah. Just hold your horses on what you want to pick up.
Yeah, no, I don't. I think because in a way we're a bad group to do this because we are. Similarly for the next bunch of guys that are coming up, there are guys that have a game that they will constantly play.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm also. No, I know in everyone's mind, Trevor always talks about Fallout. So it doesn't make for great listening, knowing that I've been playing Fallout in that month. And that's why sometimes I have to play other games. Whereas I know in previous years there's been guys playing lots of games every month, the same to talk to. Whereas I think Darren was asked a question last year about would he do it. He said no, because he could play World of Tanks all year. And I could play Fallout 4 all next year as well. And if something special comes out, Fallout 4 4.5, that would be me done again for another 2 or 3 years because I'd be completely anal about it. I'm on level 40 odd now. I haven't even found Nick Valentine. That's how fucking
I think that ties into Adamski's question about obsession, really, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, because I want to be at the maximum level and get all the perks before I go Nick Valentine. It gets to such a point where because I know the story and know how the companions sort of work, that when you see a side mission, I know I can't go with that companion to do that side mission because I'll get too many dislikes. And I want to take Nick Valentine with me to the other DLC set on the coast because I know that he fits into that story, so I'll romance him quicker and I'll be able to do it. And then I can pick up the old man from then, use him as a companion to come back with. So yeah. Just planning, but that's because I've got books where I've written it down, knowing how things fucking fit in. And okay, that sounds a bit obsessive, but now I know how to play that. After all these years, I know how to streamline that game. I could maybe I should do a YouTube channel of me speed playing it, and people could watch it over the next 6 months.
It wouldn't be speed playing. It would be you picking everything up.
It would be speed playing, the optimum way to play that game. Without actually doing the mission, but getting all the companions and getting to level 100, maxing out everything, getting all the pit boys, and building all these little display cabinets to put the guns that you've made on it because you just don't chuck anything away. And carrying 20 tons of 45 caliber ammunition from one settlement to the other because you keep all your ammunition in this settlement because you don't like it in that settlement. Anyway, everyone has to be dressed the same.
I have to admit, in Fallout 4, I do have cabinets for every single different item or type of item. So I've got.
No, that's just organisational skills. Don't worry, that's not obsession. That's just keeping things well ordered and neat.
Yeah, but it has to be specifically looking like it would hold that item. So it has to be like a wardrobe if it's holding clothing.
Oh, that's fine. You can't put bullets in a filing cabinet.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
It's like, do you know what's it? Egret's Marina, that settlement. They've all got Coast Guard hats on, and if I find a Coast Guard hat on, I have to take it to Egret's and swap it and put that on someone's head. All the girls in Covenant are obviously just in their underwear, which makes good for when you see a settler coming around. I know exactly where they come from. She's got no clothes on. She comes from Covenant. He's got a stupid hat on. I know what. Bowler hat, know where he's come from. Man dressed in a dress, come from Sunshine Tidings, because all the men are wearing dresses there.
Oh, that's genius.
Hey. Oh, yeah.
Oh, dear. Oh.
I don't want to chuck clothes away. You know, there are poor people. These poor settlers who come in who moan about everything. I thought, well, fuck it, you're wearing a dress for the rest of this fucking game, donkey. I haven't colour coordinated the dresses though. I might have to do that.
Oh dear, that is.
And and obviously Kate Curry and Piper have to have either a red dress or the black sequin dress on, with the patrolman sunglasses on. That is a done. I mean, what is not obsessive about that? and remembering where those clothes are because they're in your little notebook.
Oh dear.
Right. Well,
I'm normal, really. I'm not really weird.
I'm trying to find a way to interject on that.
Okay.
Yeah, so you had the second part.
Well, because you know it makes sense. That's the thing. You know it makes sense.
It does make sense. It does.
You can't put ammunition in a wardrobe with clothes in it. Ammunition either goes in a little duffel bag or you have a safe, just in case the fuckers. And you don't leave the fusion cores in the power armour because it takes for fucking ages to get them off the... Actually... Oh, and I've collected dogs as well. There's a guy called Gene, you buy a dog off him.
Yes.
I don't know why, I always buy a dog off him. I've got 4 fucking dogs. I actually literally tried to get a clip of all the 4 dogs. Dog meets one and the other 3. With them to get into the... I built them kennels, but I wanted a picture of all 4 of them in the kennels. Can I get them all in the same kennels at the same... No, because 2 of them are the same colour, and for some reason they just seem to switch. Drives you mental. 30 minutes to stare at the screen watching for that. But I'm not obsessive. When it happens, it'll be on Twitter. Don't worry. I'm working on it.
Right.
Anyway.
Second part of my question. Trev started to allude to it. January 1st. Obviously, we are not going to be... We're not going back to our old ways. But with such a drought for a year, we'll probably splurge a little bit.
Yes.
What would be your 3 games from this year that you've missed that you would pick up? But your first... Probably going to be your first 3 purchases, I'm guessing. But are there can you list 3 games this year? I'll start with you, Trevor.
Dishonored, obviously.
Death of the Outsider, yep.
Do you know what? I'm going to struggle with
Sniper Elite 4?
Get away. Oh, huh?
Sniper Elite 4?
Oh, fuck yeah, what am I talking about? Yeah, shooting bollocks off Nazis. What could I... Yes, Sniper Elite 4. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yes. Yeah, that would be another good one. And I would say probably Destiny.
Not Senran Kagura Peach Beach Splash Party?
I could probably wait for that.
Save yourself.
You're
going to save yourself for it.
Well, yeah. I'll wait. It might convince me to buy a Switch if it comes out on Switch, because then I don't have to be embarrassed by having it on a huge screen and trying to explain that.
You just go.
So the wife can watch Netflix. Yes, it's educational.
Is it not on the Vita?
I don't. Oh, is it? I think there is a Vita edition.
Oh, I don't think it is. There's a Vita edition. Well, there's a Vita edition of the others. I can attest to that. Yes.
Just off to the toilet, dear.
I don't think there's a Vita.
Maybe sometime.
Just off to the toilet. Yeah, because on the Vita version with the girls, if you turn it upside down and you flick the fingers across the breasts, they go all coy. You can swing them around. So I saw it on an advert, and I thought I had to test if that works.
What was it advertising?
But it's quite hard to do in my plumber's fingers. You can, and their clothes come off, and you obviously. I got the trophy for getting all the underwear for them. There's 100. Don't ask. So long. It takes a bit of a while. Not really. It's a bit of persistence, and it's that obsession about collecting stuff. I collected 100 different sorts of underwear for girls who allegedly are 16 and anatomically correct. Apart from that one that looks 14, I just stay clear of her. It's just weird. So no, I don't think I would get Splash Party unless there's a Splash Party VR. Come on, someone's missing a trick there.
I can just see him with the headset on, and he's got these move controllers, and all he's doing is woo like this.
Jiggle, jiggle.
Splashing all over them, as the game
video
says.
Footage of just him in his VR headset doing a motorboat.
Hey, if I did that on Twitch, people would watch that. I could put that on a YouTube channel. People would watch an old man playing a Sengoku Kagura VR. In fact, I'm going to send something to him. Can I have Sengoku Kagura VR?
Oh my god!
Why? Because I think you're me. No, who would want to play Star Trek Bridge when you had Sengoku Kagura VR? It just takes it. That is it. People have missed the marketing for this.
I think that sounds like a very niche market. To be honest with you, Trev.
I don't think it's that niche. It'll be big in Japan. Come on.
Oh,
It's probably
it'll be huge
no one
in
admits
Japan.
to buying it. That's all.
yeah. Oh dear.
It's tucked away in their
I
secret
admit to buying
collection.
it. It's not. Well, it can't be. It's clear. Well, now I know it clearly shows when I've been playing it. For fuck's sake, and the trophies will ping up.
No, you
I'll
can.
share the trophies for that on Twitter. Actually, I might have a go at that this week then. Trev got the trophy for collecting 100 pairs of pants.
Steve-o.
I think it's a justifiable trophy.
Easy three from if I can get myself in order. Sniper Elite 4, Crash Bandicoot, Wipeout Omega Collection. They're my first three purchases.
Two remakes, really?
Yes. I
quite
love Wipeout. So, yes, I will. I sorely missed that this year.
Not enough to me. Not enough for me. I don't love them enough for them to be within my first three.
It was my first ever PlayStation game, Wipeout 2097. It was the first game I ever bought, and I loved it.
First ever I had was Die Hard.
Die Hard Trilogy. Oh, that was good.
So yeah,
that's probably going to be a PSN Plus game.
It might be. There's been other Wipeouts. There's Wipeout 2048 was for the Vita.
That's right. Yep. It was.
Yeah.
I've got that on my list. So.
Yeah. It's the same.
Dear.
What about you, Derek? Will you be motorboating on Senran Kagura VR if you had the chance?
No. I don't think that's going to happen
three?
somewhere.
Well, it's the three games from this year you would purchase.
Don't knock it.
It's very simple actually. If you're limiting me to three, I know exactly which three I'm going to say, and that's Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yep.
Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
And Everybody's Golf.
Yeah.
Oh,
that would be my got to have day one.
Are
soon as the
are you going to do that? It's 1 minute past midnight. Well, yeah, obviously we're going to be getting lashed anyway, so we're not really going to be doing any. Not really going to be purchasing.
It's going to be like 18 seconds past midnight. I'm going to be buying the fucking three of them, mate.
Really?
Yeah.
Everyone's singing Auld Lang Syne, and you're just going no.
And I'm sitting clicking on buy.
PSN.
yeah. No, I will be getting them day one, 1st of January 2018, guaranteed. No arguments whatsoever. And the thing is, the price for them now is so low that I'll probably get all three of them for 60 quid tops. So for the price of a full price game, day one release, I'll have three games that I've been dying to play all year.
See, that's the thing. January's going to look like a bit of a splurge month. But I know next year I'm just not going to be as invested in other things. There's a couple of franchises I will get. Ace Combat is a day one, but everything else I'm willing to leave.
Yeah, see, I don't think it's going to be a splurge month for me, to be honest. I think I'll probably pick up half a dozen, at most, games in January. That includes my pre-order that I've put in for Monster Hunter Worlds. And the rest of them I'll pick up when they come on sale at my sweet spot. So, yeah, it's and there's several games that my son owns that I would like to play. So I've got a free pass there. So
I'm hoping you can see this. No, you won't. You won't see it.
I can. Yeah, no, I could see it there. It was.
Okay.
There you go.
see the text?
PlayStation VR. Oh, you shitting me? Is that real?
Whoa,
Are
cool.
you joking me? Is that real?
It's just the 5th of the 10th. In a move that surprises no one, Curvy Ninja spin-off game Senran Kagura Beach Splash now has PlayStation VR support thanks to today's patch. The update adds 2 modes, VR Character Viewer and VR Diorama. They are accessed via locker room and shower.
VR Character Viewer. Yeah, I know what that's about. Why would you need virtual reality character viewer for that game?
But it does say there is a message here. But leaning in too close causes a message telling that the player is out of the play area. No motorboating, unfortunately.
Oh,
really? Someone will break that. We'll see.
Oh dear.
So I might be buying the VR actually today then, and then obviously trying to explain to her when, Old Lang Syne, I'm just downloading something. Yeah. It's no. It's not a game for all of us to play. No. It's just for me. You can all go and fucking do something else.
Oh,
okay.
Then.
There'll be part of that.
I shall go and Google that after this session.
There'll be part of that. I've got this weird image now that part of it expects you to have one of the move controllers attached to your groin area, and it's just
I can do
excitement
that.
levels.
Bit of gaffer tape.
Oh
dear.
Bit of gaffer tape. Never hurt no one. It'll look good. It'll look good when I go back to casualty. What's that? Yeah. Can you get this off? Don't pull the gaffer tape. Make it gently. Have you got anything like acetone? Not acetone on the end of the knob. Just. It's a long story.
So that's it for community questions.
Oh, dear.
Do either of you two have anything to add to this month's debauchery?
No.
That'll be a no. I think I'm good. Ah, dear.
I'm probably about to damage my Amazon profile in a minute by just having a look at what Amazon's got for sale. Do they have a VR bundle by chance? See, they won't make a VR bundle of that.
No, they won't.
No, they won't.
VR's
But do you know what
moment.
VR is? I think it was some people were talking about VR bundles like 220 quid with like 3 games or something.
Yeah,
and controllers and all sorts. So, yeah.
249 with 3 games. It seems to have been bandied around a lot. So,
yeah, I'm sure it also had
really?
move controllers as well.
Didn't see that. And it's
no,
recent,
I've got
recent
move
games
controllers
as well.
somewhere.
I think there was GT Sport on there.
There was. Do you know what? I also noticed that there was it Fallout? Fallout was on that list.
Yes,
And you're like, why?
because they're
it's
getting
not
ready.
VR.
It's Fallout VR. No, it's Bethesda. It'll be a separate game.
Exactly. 'Cause
They
it's
won't.
like it did with Skyrim. Is it going to be a patch for Skyrim? No. Is it? Fuck. It's a completely new release at a full price.
Yeah.
So yeah, no. Yeah.
It's almost as bad as a loot box.
Although I am tempted to the Skyrim VR, if I'm wholly honest, it did appeal to me.
So, gents, that brings us to the end of another recording. We have one more recording within the challenge. Yay!
I know. Crazy,
2 more
isn't it?
recordings left. We'll have our post one in January. I think next month's will be a little bit earlier. Mainly with Christmas coming up and all that kind of thing.
Exactly.
We might do it a little bit earlier next month. I don't know. But anyway, if you would like to contact any of us, you can get us on the Twitter feed at YoS Challenge 5. Not that anyone ever actually bothers. Or YoS Challenge 5 at gmail.com. So yeah, I still don't know our email address, even though it is linked up to my phone.
Brilliant.
And we also have a Facebook page, YoS Challenge 5 //2017. Well, I don't know.
Yes, YoS Challenge 5 -2017.
Yeah. If you want to get in touch with next year's lot, just substitute a 5 for a 6 or a 2017 for a 2018 and you'll get them. They're getting set up for next year. They've still not got in touch with us about appearing on this show. They've got one show left for us to advertise.
Yeah, exactly. More film then. More film then.
Oh dear. Anyway, if you want to get it,
I don't like strangers.
Fuck. You know.
No, strange people, don't like them.
Stranger danger.
You know them. If you want to get in touch with Derek directly, what is your Twitter feed?
I'm at a digital pariah.
Trevor?
At TrevDXB.
And I'm at SteveOA76. No hyphens.
Yeah, and if you're a young woman who's going to like one of my pictures on Fallout 4, can you have more than one picture of you in your bra? Because it just gets a bit boring for me to work out whether you're serious or not. I had one this week.
Really?
I thought, she liked and retweeted something I did on Fallout. And I thought, okay, that's interesting. I thought, okay, it's just pictures of you in your bra. I have a sneaking suspicion you don't play Fallout 4, and this is just another random attempt to get me into your web.
Drawing you in, trying to entice you.
Now, if you had a copy of Senwa Kagura on the picture, I might actually follow you back, but you don't, so fuck you. Yeah.
I was intrigued. Right, I'll leave it for after. I'll leave it for post-show discussion. But anyway, thank you very much for listening in. We shall be back next month for episode 11. I know it's the 12th month, but we missed one earlier on in the year, so but fuck it.
Fingers crossed we'll have Linton with us, so...
I'm sorry, he's got no excuse next month. It's the last in challenge show. He has to appear. Linton,
yeah.
You are appearing next month. You are hosting. I'm getting sick of the sound of my own voice when I'm listening to these recordings, when I'm editing them. You're hosting. Get out. Yeah. Anyway, so we'll speak to you all next month, and see you then. Have a good one. Ta-ra.
Bye.
Bye.